If you are live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are we? Hey, skip out. There's a time lapse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is going to drive me crazy.
You got somebody on there. We're like Davy Sims.
Oh, cool.
Can you guys hear us?
Can you hear us? Or what's wrong? Yeah. Hi, Debbie. Can you hear us? Just driving me nuts.
Again, one of the main reasons we're live.
Because I can hear you.
Huh?
It says, yep, I can hear you.
Cool.
But this time lapse is driving me nuts.
Cajun's on there.
Cajun's on there?
Yep. I mean, Homestead Aquarius. Yeah.
Hi, Robert.
Anyway, guys, welcome to a little piece of Heaven Farm. As you see in the background, that's our greenhouse. And that plant there behind me, that's the banana plant. And the one further back is the blood orange. And that's the coffee plant behind it?
Yes.
Yes, the one behind it is the coffee plant, and the one behind the coffee plant is the lemon tree. And then, of course, over there by the black wall, we got our tomatoes. Of course, they're outside planted by now. And that's an old background picture of the greenhouse.
Oops, that was. That's kind of all.
So, anything you want to talk about?
Anything. Anything.
Yeah, we just recently got our lima beans planted and some green beans planted. And for a bunch of our root crops like parsnips, carrots, radish, rutabagas, some turnips, and some beets. And
Yeah, we're in the Green Mansion.
what you reading, chat?
Yeah, I'm reading the chat. And this, like, watching the monitor and all, there's like a slight delay. That kind of, like, messes with me.
And
Yep. Thanks, Robert. That is good luck. We'll try to figure this out soon. I gotta get my glasses on so I can read the chat on my phone.
Yep.
Because the monitor is kind of far.
Yeah. And we've also harvested a second crop of our asparagus. I mean, it's just the two of us, so those 10 crowns of asparagus we've got in that planter is plenty for us. Of course, if we wanted to can any of it, we're going to have to plant a lot more
Yeah.
asparagus than that if we want to do some canning of asparagus.
And to give you guys a little bit of an update on the plants in the greenhouse, it got really hot in there one day, and we were away from the house for about an hour. And we had to remove the vanilla plants and the coffee plant because the heat was just taking a toll on them. So we put them on the front porch of the house, and they revived. They're doing better. They're looking a lot better. Because going through my notes, I remember where we had the plants last year. So they were on the porch. So they like it warm but cooler. If that makes sense. They kind of both grow under the large canopies in the rainforest. And so living on the front porch of the house in the summertime, it was perfect. So in the wintertime, they'll go into the green mansion, as Debbie calls it. So yeah, we have to make a little sign that says the green mansion. I think that'd be cool.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, anything. Anything that somebody wants to talk about.
All of our fruit trees have bloomed out and got a lot of fruit set. So we should get a lot of peaches on our peach tree. And our apples, they produce a lot of apples.
Yeah. And I've been on the sidelines. I've been working on some bonsai plants. I have a couple little trees started. I'm going to do a couple bigger ones. Um, I'm not like a professional, you want to say, in bonsai. I dabbled in it years and years ago when I was younger, and I had a bunch of little plants, and then I got out of it. So I decided to start it back again. Since I'm semi-retired, I need to do some stuff, and the end season's around the corner, so I'll be busy in the kitchen, and so that'd be pretty fun. But right now, I'm doing the bonsais. I like playing around with that, so that's pretty cool. And then I'm gonna be updating you guys on the experiment that I want to do with the tomatoes and the potato plant. So keep an eye out for that video that's coming out. Hopefully, by the end of summer, we'll have potatoes on the bottom and tomatoes on the top. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? I just want to see if it works.
Yeah. So far, my pepper experiment's going pretty good. I got 2 of them out of the 4. It looks like it'll take hold. So that's pretty good there. I'm kind of excited to see what kind of coloration of peppers I'm going to get. I'm crossing them with yellow pepper and a purple pepper. So should be yellow and purple striped pepper. We'll see.
Kind of like the aloha pepper that we tried to grow last year and found out it was a hybrid of 2 different peppers spliced. So we decided, well, let's see if we can do our own. So yeah, we're gonna do it. Hopefully they'll work. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you can't save the seeds from these peppers because if you do, the seeds will just grow the coloration of the pepper that the root is. Like yellow bell pepper. I grafted the what was it, dragonfly pepper on it. So if you save the seeds on it and grow those, it'll just grow the yellow bell pepper. So you would have to, every year you would have to graft them in order to get that coloration. If this even works at all, it should work on the wall peppers. I believe that was just what, a yellow and a red, or an orange and a red pepper.
I think it's an orange.
Yeah. So it'd be exciting, something new and different. And
Just playing around, and then later on, we'll have another video out. We're gonna graft some of the new trees. We want to graft one of our peach trees. It's a white flesh peach, and we bought this tree at it's like a Save-A-Lot, like a discount grocery store type of thing, and it was marked a plum. So we were excited that it was a plum, but when we planted it and it grew and decided to have fruit that year, it was a peach, and it's a white peach, and we can never find another one like it. So we're gonna graft, do some air, not graft, but
yeah,
do some air layering on this tree, and then a couple other trees around, and see how that works and comes out. So air layering is gonna be fun.
yeah, air layering would be another experiment to see how that works. If it works out, that'd be a good way to repropagate your favorite fruit trees or anything else.
Yeah, like that 100-year-old apple tree. That's the best apples. So you guys have any questions? The sound of crickets.
Sound of crickets.
Hello. Hello, where to begin? How are you?
Yeah, those emphas trees that I started them off in two different ways. And then I think a couple of years ago, I started by taking cuttings off our emphas tree instead of just throwing them in the compost and composting them. I just stuck those cuttings in some pots and just to see it work. And sure enough, it rooted out and started growing. And last year, I took some of the seed pods, and I want to see if I could start some of those emphas trees some seeds. And I just sprinkled the seeds on top of some vermiculite and put a little dome over it to hold the moisture. And they sprouted, and then I transplanted them into some 4-inch pots, room in there, so they're doing pretty good. So pretty soon I'll be planting some of my empress trees out there, have an empress forest.
Yeah, Deb. Um, I'll be doing some more freezer meals here in a little bit and add some more to that series. And we're doing pretty good. This is my 4-day weekend, so I'm having fun. And Aquarius, I can't remember what the name of this little camera is. I got it off of Amazon, and to live stream. It's a nice little camera. I mean, I think it was like maybe $25, maybe, and you can hook it, very portable. You can hook it to your monitor of your computer if you need to, or anywhere. Set it up on a tripod.
Just one thing though, I just wish I had Zoom. So I can have this camera so close
Yeah, because like we're practically sitting on top of this little camera.
Yeah. Hey, grade B movie fan. Nice to see you guys here.
Hey, Sharon, how are you? Welcome. And we figure we play around with this live streaming stuff because I mean we go to some chats and stuff and they have a blast, and we're like, well, why not? Why not dabble our toes in the water a little bit? So you never know. Once we figure out this program,
Yeah. Of course, when we use this camera, on using the StreamYard platform to go live stream. And on StreamYard, you could set up a green screen like we did, and then you could put whatever backdrop you want. This is just a picture of our inside of our greenhouse.
yeah.
So,
So I don't think we will on a fancy couch in the greenhouse.
no. Yeah, we're sitting in the greenhouse with the antique sofa.
Yeah. Early 1900 sofa. I don't think that would work very well.
No.
But it is awesome. It's a lot of fun. So we figure we give it a little bit of a test drive and see how it is, and so far so good.
I don't know what else. What else? All on those seeds we planted out there, like the lima beans and the green beans and the peas. We had to put a netting over them to keep the birds out. If we don't, the birds go in there and pluck those seeds out and eat the seeds. So we got that out there. And what else have we? All the tomatoes. We use an old cattle panel up there so the tomatoes could grow up on it. We got like 60 plus tomatoes.
Yeah,
That ought to be a lot of
that should be
spaghetti
enough.
sauce and salsa.
Yeah, that should be enough. And
Yeah.
our pepper plants. Some of our pepper plants are going on their 4th year.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple new ones that we bought this year. Some poblano peppers. So they'll be adding to our peppers, and then we'll overwinter them in the greenhouse.
Overwintering peppers is pretty easy. You just dig them up and you got to remove all the dirt when you dig them up and use fresh soil when you put them in the pots. You can trim back the root.
Yeah.
And the plant itself, I believe, about 3/4 of it we remove.
Yeah.
3/4 of it, pot it up and stick it in the greenhouse and just water it through the winter. Keep our greenhouse at 50 degrees. I mean, it is heated, so if it drops below 50, the heat will kick on. It's only set at 50 because of our tropical plants. If we didn't have the tropical plants in there, it would be set at 40 degrees. Just basically just to keep the greenhouse from freezing during the winter. But when the sun pops up, it heats that greenhouse right up, even during the winter. So
even on a cloudy day.
Yeah, even on a cloudy day, it still heats up during the day. So the heater is really only on at night if it gets cold enough, it'll kick on. And was it the double layered wall or the triple?
It's triple
Triple
now.
now, yeah. So that'll hold the heat in during the night. And I've got the black subgrade fabric on the ground, which will hold heat and heat the ground underneath it. And at night, it will release that heat. That's why the north wall is painted black. It will hold heat and release it at night.
And it's insulated.
Yeah, and then that wall is insulated. I put some insulation inside that wall.
Well, hello, Q. Welcome to our first chat.
First live.
Our first live chat. And it's pretty fun. The the paneling that you see underneath that window, it's double pane, and it's helping the plastic that we put up last year on the outside. So it makes it a triple layer.
Yeah.
So it works really good. Um, there's no like moisture, dripping down the walls or anything like that, like it was before.
Yeah.
Um, During the winter, we had so much moisture in there, and it was you go in there, you would practically need an umbrella because it felt like it was raining inside. And I'm like, Farron, is a roof leaking? Because no, it can't be leaking. So we got this other plastic up, and we have to. Farron has spent hours with blow dryers and towels and
Well,
getting our fans up and doing that, and then with the heat, with it getting warm up more, um, it's helped a lot. So he's done a lot. He got the whole place now is practically covered in that off whitish plastic stuff.
yeah. Being triple layer like that, it doesn't collect moisture on the wall or on the ceiling anymore. And those windows you see never did collect moisture. So, and yeah, so that having a triple layer plastic on the walls helped. There's no moisture collects on it from the inside or inside or even on the outside. It doesn't collect any moisture.
Yeah.
Only moisture gets on the outside because it's raining, of course. So that's pretty good. So it's pretty much moisture free. And having the fans in there running during the day helps keep it moisture free. Plus, you want the air to move. You don't want it to be stagnant. Help, get the air blowing across the plants and makes them stronger.
Yeah.
And we do open up all the windows now, getting up in the anywhere from the 70s to 80s now, but it's outside, so we have to have all those windows open and got to make sure the fans on. The fans do oscillate.
Yeah.
To help keep the greenhouse,
the Green Mansion.
Yeah, cool down some because they could heat up way over 100 really easy in there. Yep. We don't want that.
So the banana plant and blood orange and the lemon and the pineapple right now are 100% living in the Green Mansion. So, we have to have the fans on them so they don't get too overheated. And we'll play it by ear later on in the summer. But we do have shade cloth that we're going to put up on on the inside.
Yeah, shade cloth.
That way it helps keep it a lot cooler in there. So we'll be doing a bunch of that stuff too, and helping out the plants. But in the winter time, I do want to dabble and see if I can grow some tomatoes and peppers during the winter months so we have fresh eating.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Maybe cucumbers or something like that.
Yeah, that little house. The little greenhouse, that small one that we had tomatoes got like 3 feet tall because I started them too early in the year. It set fruit in that greenhouse, and we had peppers. We also stick peppers fruit in there too.
Hi, Sunshine. How are you? Glad you'd make it.
Yeah, so it should be pretty easy to grow tomatoes and peppers in the winter in the greenhouse, I would think. It'll probably grow a little slower because the days are shorter. The plants are affected by the length of day. But they should work out quite nice.
Hi, Garden State. Welcome. I know it's kind of exciting, this first live. Um, we're trying to figure out this yard card or whatever it's called,
StreamYard.
stream card, this program, and trying to figure it out and all. It's pretty fun. I have some ideas for our lives, and um, because Farrah and I are a team, so I would like to have our lives together, and maybe we could do something, um, maybe do some planning or something like that one time. But anyway, just sitting around chatting and having fun, that'd be kind of fun too.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember in some of my past videos I have of those yellow flowers underneath our maple tree. Every time we visit our farm, some of them will say invasive plants, and they don't seem to go anywhere. They just stay right there underneath that maple tree. So I'm not sure how they could be invasive plants. Start growing right around January, and depending on weather, bloom as early as February, but they're usually in full bloom by March. And then by mid-May to June, it starts to die back and it disappears, and then it's no longer there. That bare ground. We're thinking about planting some bulbs in there to have some more of a spring color,
Yeah, yeah, we are.
and maybe plant something else so we have some color during the summer. Because right now during the summer it's just bare ground.
And sunshine, yeah. Our banana, uh, it's a dwarf Cavendish, and right now she's sending up two pups, and she's what, maybe a little over 2 feet tall, something like that. So she hasn't had bananas, but she's still kind of young herself. So we're hoping. I mean, the conditions are right in there. So hopefully we'll get bananas because we got her last year, and she was really super tiny when we got her. And anyway, we're hoping to get bananas off of her, and our pineapples are doing pretty good. So everything's growing good. The vanillas, I don't know if you were in here, but the vanilla plants and the coffee plants we had to take out of the greenhouse. They got too hot for them. They were kind of melty. So we had to put them back on the front porch, and that's where they're going to stay for the summer. And then in the wintertime, they'll go back to the greenhouse. And we'll just keep moving them back in and out. But everybody else is staying in the greenhouse.
Is that is the vanilla and the coffee plant? Is that because they're more of a shade plant?
Yeah, it's because they live under the canopies of other plants and trees.
Yeah.
Hello, Lark's Homestead. Who are you?
I'm going to talk about that vanilla. I mean vanilla. Talk about the variegated lemon tree.
Oh, yeah.
That pink fruit.
Yeah, the variegated lemon tree, it's called a pink lemonade. And I bought it, oh my gosh, 6, 7 years ago. And I bought it to turn it into a bonsai tree. And then I decided, well, why hack it up, be a bonsai tree? Let's grow some lemons. So from then on, from how you see it now, that's in that old canning pot of mine, it got a hole in it, so I made it into a planter for that tree. It does need to be trimmed. It's really leggy and stuff. So I'm just letting it grow out from what I chopped off of her. So the variegated pink lemon, it when the lemons come on, they're green with little stripes.
Hmm.
And eventually, if you leave it on the tree long enough, it'll turn completely yellow, but then it's overripe. And it still has a nice taste to it. It's not as tart as a Meyer lemon.
Sweeter.
It's a little sweeter.
Hmm.
Flesh is kind of pinkish, so it's pretty cool. So um, it's loaded with a lot of buds and flowers, and we're letting bees. We're keeping the French doors open. I don't have a screen on that door yet. I do
Hmm.
have it, but we haven't put it up. We're letting the bees go in there to pollinate the flowers. So and it's a pollinating tree anyway, so it should have uh, fruit on it again this year. And so hopefully we'll do some demonstrations on it too when the fruit comes on. And the blood orange tree, it probably won't have any fruit on it this year. I named it Kevin, and I yelled at it when it started losing the leaves in the house. It's like, Kevin, stop doing that. And then he was bald by the time he got out to the greenhouse. But now he's doing really good. And, he's growing on more leaves and branches. Hopefully next year he'll have oranges.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do they
hello,
have?
Lori. How are you? Long time. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming in.
I think about lemon tree. Yeah. One.
Yes, it does have thorns, but they're small. They're not big and spiky like on some of the lemons. Um, the pink lemonade was grafted, so it's grafted on a different type of lemon or
Yeah.
citrus that has the spikes. So up from the roots, it'll start growing some spiky things, and I just cut them off. So occasionally, every now and then, you'll find it on a branch with little spikes, and I just take little clippers and I clip them off. I don't want to be scratched up by one of those thorny branches. I don't know if it hurts the thing or not, but I do it anyway.
I don't know if you see it over there against the wall. There's a fig
Oh yeah, the fig tree.
pointing in the wrong direction.
Yeah, our fig is a turkey,
Hmm?
a brown turkey. Is it called?
I don't remember the name of it.
I think it's called a brown turkey.
Yeah.
It's one that we picked up at one of the big box stores when we found our banana, and we decided, well, let's grow a fig. And I said, why wouldn't it be fun to make your homemade fig Newton?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
It'll be planted outside. We were going to make it outside that planter area in front of the greenhouse.
Hello, George's Garden. Thank you for coming in for our first live.
What, you harvested garlic? 105 heads of garlic? Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, we got our garlics planted. We did planted it last fall. It won't be ready around here until about July. Onions and shallots. July is time to harvest those around here.
That's awesome. Yeah, we kind of went easy on the garlic this year.
Well, we still got a basket full.
I
We pitched
know.
them last year.
I know I'm going to have to process it soon before we lose it.
Yeah, can them up. Or
Yeah,
something.
probably can them up again. There's a video on that if you guys want to check that out.
I don't know if you guys seen or remember those videos I made of me transplanting some fir trees and cedar trees. All doing good. I even dug up and transplanted one silk tree. I saw, I think a couple of years ago, it started setting up a shoot off the root. And this year, I just dug down around that root there and just cut it out and transplanted it. And so far, it's looking good. It's starting to bud out now. It should be in full growth in June, along with the trees. They'll be in full growth in about June and be flowering by the end of June.
So, is there any more questions? Because this has been fun. Keeps me out of the kitchen. This is great.
What do you mean you're cooking dinner? You just go in the pantry or in the freezer there and pick out a meal.
I know, right? Why I make them?
That's nice. From the freezer, and we'd each pick our own dinners.
Yeah,
We don't have to eat the same dinners. We just pick out our own.
our
Warm it
little
up.
TV dinners.
Our little TV dinners. That's working out pretty good.
Oh, you have a sister up in Lebanon, huh? Yeah, we're in Cottage Grove, so we're below her. We're about 30 miles south of Eugene or so.
Eugene, yeah.
Yeah, so she's way above us.
Yeah, quite a way over an hour drive, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, anything.
Oh, definitely.
So you guys have any questions or anything? I'm surprised.
What?
What?
Oh, okay. Someone likes to poop during live. What was that?
that was Sunshine's little boy.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
Thought maybe John Boy was on.
Oh. So, what have y'all been doing lately? Yeah, Robert, I think it's called a brown turkey. I'm pretty sure that's what the tag says.
Yeah.
It's a young one, and then I found out from our neighbors down the street. They have three, and my God, they're huge. They're like maybe 20 feet tall and bushy. And he said just plant them out in the ground. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to plant our little guy out in the garden somewhere and hopefully protect it from the darn baby we have 4 baby deer out here that wants a sample,
Yeah.
and they've already sampled our tomatoes when Farron had them hardening off, and they had to come and give them haircuts.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, guys, just go back out in the back pasture with the horses.
Yeah. There's plenty of grass and stuff out there for them to eat. You don't need to sample one of things. Well, tomatoes are in the garden now, so it's protected by a fence.
Oh, sunshine, I don't know when it's supposed to actually bloom, what age. I think it's a couple years old.
Mm-hmm.
They have to get so tall or something like that for them to bloom. But the bloom on them only lasts 12 up to about 12 to 24 hours. So in that time, you're going to have to hand pollinate that flower in order to get a vanilla bee, because we don't have the bees here in the States. And
That
then,
could be.
yeah, because a regular honeybee is not going to pollinate it.
Yeah, because they got
So,
to all in there a long ways.
right. And then it takes a total almost 2 years for you to harvest or to enjoy, I should say, a vanilla bean. One vanilla bean. That's why they're so daggone expensive. Um, so when it blooms, you have 1 year for that vanilla bean to get ripe. Then you have to harvest it, dry it, and then there's one more other process. I can't remember what it was, but it takes almost 2 years.
Jeez.
Almost 2 years for one vanilla bean. I don't know if I'm gonna get these vanilla beans or just grow them
So
and have them be pretty.
what is that all grand total of years? Maybe 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's going to take a couple years to get the flower, another couple years to
To get the
get the
bean,
bean, yeah.
because you have to dry it, you got to
Yeah.
process it and stuff, and it's a lot of work. And I'm like, I might have done this too fast. But anyway, the flower is gorgeous. Yeah, don't it? It is intense. The coffee plant, I'm excited about that. If the little sucker will stay alive. Um, they're really hard to keep alive, and I watched a lot of M.I. Gardner's videos on his coffee plant, and have to use a lot of azurite in the soil because there's also some volcanic can, volcano rock involved in that, which they feed on. And the information that M.I. Gardner got done in Hawaii, that's how they grow coffee beans there. And his plant turned around. So I've been giving my coffee plant the same thing. Plus, I feed it a fertilizer. I have one that I call my plant crack, and you could it's a liquid fertilizer, and you can dilute it and mix it weekly with it when it's outside. And that's what I do. So hopefully, my coffee plant will be turning around really quick and coming out of the meltdown it had in the greenhouse. Which, oh, I was so upset. We both were upset because we were only gone for an hour, and it was nice and cool, and then all of a sudden the temperature just rocket, and the vanilla plant and the coffee plant, they were all melty. It was sad. It was a sad day. But they're fine right now. They're coming back. They're bouncing back.
Yeah, George's gardener suggested we need to do a wide walk around the garden when the garden's all up and doing, growing and doing well.
That would be fun.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good suggestion.
Talk about each plant.
Yeah,
See how, you know,
that'd be
updates
cool.
on how they're going.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Well, yeah, what about the herbs that we planted?
Oh, the herb.
You know, was it chives and
We planted chives. We planted parsley. We have thyme.
Mhm.
Oregano. We do have lemon balm, but we only feed it to the chickens. That's how we make our lemon chicken. And we have a chocolate mint,
Mhm.
an spearmint,
What's the other name?
and
Regular
a peppermint.
pepper.
So there,
Anything?
there's the mints that we have.
Oregano?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and oregano, or other people say oregano.
I don't know.
I don't know how they came up with that oregano. It's oregano.
Basil, basil, basil.
Oh, and yeah, we do have 2 different basil plants.
Yep.
2 different basils.
Yeah. Thyme. You mentioned that too.
Yeah, we have thyme.
Okay, I must have been sidetracked.
Yeah, you're just like zoning me out as normal.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Mosquitoes don't like mint.
Well, here does mice.
Yeah, 5 different basil plants, Lori.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
Wow.
different kinds. I mean, didn't we see a chocolate version
I don't know. I don't remember.
of basil? It was kind of brownish leaves. They claim it smells like chocolate. I don't think it does when we.
Yeah, Farron likes that chocolate mint.
And we got a so-called chocolate cherry tomato.
Yeah.
Obviously, it don't taste like chocolate. It's just brown in color, gives it the chocolate color, I guess. That'd be something if it tastes like chocolate.
good. Yeah.
Just go out there and eat some chocolate right off the plant.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of our basil plants,
I don't know.
but one smells stronger than the other. But that could be anything. But yeah, it's the first time growing basil for me, so I figured that would be fun.
Yeah, one thing about chocolate cherry tomatoes or any cherry tomatoes, they around here they grow like a weed. It's never ending. Just keep growing and growing,
Yeah.
producing fruit.
It does.
And they seem to be one of the first tomatoes plants to have tomatoes on to eat. You might going out in the garden and just snack on them. Not a honeyal pepper. That's a good pepper to snack on while you're out in the garden.
Not a jalapeno.
Yeah. We saved seeds on those and grew them from seed. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked out pretty good. They're kind of like slightly spicy, but sweeter.
Mhm. Well, guys, I think we're going to end this live. It's been fun, and we'll have other lives here in the future. We'll make sure that we post them or schedule them so people get notified. This was like spur of the moment type of thing. Once we started playing around, we figured, well, let's do a live. This has just been so
Mhm.
much fun, and all you guys showing up, it's been great. Well, thanks, Sunshine. That's nice. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, kind of nerve wracking a little bit because I mean, we do make videos, but you're relaxed, and the lives are kind of wild.
Yeah, and try to keep it going.
Yeah, it is. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And thank you so much for coming in. It's been a treat. Bye, Debbie. You guys have a great day.